Alright, so those who have been watching the channel for quite some time now probably know that I'm not exactly that excited with this decision. And there are a couple of reports going around. I believe one of them was even from IGN, which has to mean it's true, right? Like, if a big company like IGN says it's true, it has to... I don't freaking know anymore, man. But apparently, Zendaya is going to be in Spider-Man 4, and this is obviously a terrible idea for a lot. Don't get me wrong, I like Zendaya. Obviously, I have a lot of reasons why I like Zendaya. You know, obvious reasons. But in saying that, I wasn't exactly that interested in her Spider-Man character, and I think the way myself and a lot of people thought that the No Way Home ending was kind of setting up a new trilogy of movies that probably wouldn't have Zendaya's MJ as the love interest. In fact, it would be setting up Spider-Man 4 to be a story that would have Peter now going to college, but of course have Tom extremely depressed as Peter Parker. Of course, he would be not have any friends, not have any loved ones, because obviously everyone in the world forgot who he was. But in saying that he would have a really depressed life as Peter Parker, he would of course have a really awesome time of being Spider-Man. I think that's a lot of consensus where we thought this Spider-Man 4 story was going to be going. Again, I even made a video talking about how I would make Spider-Man 4. If you would like to go and check that out, I do highly recommend you guys go and do that. Again, I do explain that's how I think they will trend in this movie. But apparently, that's too predictable, man. That's too much of a good story. And it looks like Sony want to bring back Zendaya, which is really weird. Now, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't mind if Zendaya was back in this movie, maybe as a short little role. As a role of maybe Tom, like, looking over and seeing Zendaya or something like that, right? And maybe how, like, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 went about it, where he was kind of somewhat stalking, but didn't want to interact with her. I thought that's what they maybe could have done with Tom Holland in this one, where maybe he was kind of just watching over Zendaya for a scene or two, but not interacting with her, of course. I thought that maybe that's a cool idea. But apparently Zendaya is going to have a key role / really big role in this movie, which I'm just not excited about. And it kind of undoes a lot of the extremely great and good work that Spider-Man No Way Home did and set up. What is the point of everyone forgetting Peter Parker is Spider-Man if he's just going to go fucking tell all these people that he is Peter Parker and Spider-Man again? Why? I don't know. In my opinion, I was saying this to my friend Caleb, who you guys have obviously seen on this channel before. We did a movie review together. In my opinion, what should actually happen is, and I think this would be an overall better story, would be to introduce Black Cat. It's finally time to do it. As I mentioned earlier, I thought this story was going to be about Peter being extremely depressed about his life and kind of hating it all and being really upset because he has no loved ones and no family or friends. But he would be enjoying life as Spider-Man, and he would be at his best peak physical ability as Spider-Man. What a better way to introduce Black Cat, a character who doesn't care for Peter, doesn't really like Peter, nothing like that. But she only cares about Spider-Man. Wouldn't that fuel more into Peter wanting to stay as Spider-Man? Again, we eventually know she does, of course, find out when that Spider-Man is Peter Parker. Obviously, I mean, they sleep together in, like, all the comics and the video games. I mean, she even pranked him saying that she had a kid with him in the video game. Like, she obviously knows he's Peter Parker, but she doesn't really care for Peter Parker. Her main thing that attracts her is Spider-Man. And wouldn't that fuel more of Peter Parker wanting to, of course, be Spider-Man and leaving this Peter Parker life behind? But it seems like Black Cat being introduced was too good to be true. It was too cool of a story. And it just, again, seems like they're going to go back to the Zendaya route, which just kind of... or the Zendaya route, which just kind of undoes everything awesome that No Way Home set up, right? Again, one of the reasons that Caleb actually pointed out to me that Black Cat might not be in this movie is she's kind of too maybe MA-15, maybe a bit too on the mature side for some of the kids that are going to watch this, but I felt like they had the perfect balance of what she was like in the Spider-Man PS4 game, right? They could do the exact same thing, really, in the movie. It just, oh man, wasted opportunity. It's not to say that she still won't be in it, but it seems like that opportunity has probably been fucking thrown out the window with Zendaya being in this movie. But it is what it is. I still trust that this movie is going to be really awesome, but it definitely doesn't seem like it's going down the path myself and a lot of people thought it was. Probably not a good thing that it's not, because we know, other than No Way Home, Homecoming was pretty decent, but Spider-Man Far From Home was absolutely fucking ass. And I really hope we don't get another movie as boring as that shit was, because I will be upset. Again, No Way Home I still think is one of the best Spider-Man movies. It is much more than the cameos that some people say it is. It literally teaches this Peter Parker that essentially with great power comes great responsibility, and it really does absolutely everything. It matures Peter, it turns Peter from Iron Boy Jr. to actual Spider-Man, and it really breaks him free of the shackles that the MCU has put him in for a long time. It's a terrific movie, and I really thought they were going to set up Spider-Man 4 to possibly being the best Spider-Man movie, but who really knows at this rate? With Zendaya coming back, I don't think that's a good start, and I really do think that undoes a lot of the good work that the last film did produce. But of course, if you haven't already, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Comment your thoughts and opinions down below. Do you guys agree with everything I've said right now? Or do you guys think Zendaya coming back is a good idea? I definitely would like to know. Don't forget to subscribe to my IRL/vlog channel and my sports channel. Links for them will be in the description down below. But as I was saying, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.